Everyone, there wasn't much time for a video, but I've got a good excuse. I finished university and I released a new game, already my third one, on the Play Market. I don't remember what I talked about in the last video, so I'll just start from the beginning. I started making this game back in February, and in about 1-2 months I had all the core mechanics written and started building the models, but then I suddenly remembered university and an unfinished thesis. That's when I dropped out of development for about 2 months. By the way, the game is called Fantasy Shop. It's a shop simulator, but set in a fantasy world, kind of similar to Supermarket Together on Steam. Low poly style, nice looking graphics and solid optimization. In-game play mode in Unity it runs at 500 to 600 FPS, and in simulator mode even more, is about 600 to 750. In the game you buy items, ingredients and various plants to craft potions and then put them on the shelves to sell. There's a full day cycle, the sun and moon actually move across the sky. In the morning the player can craft, place furniture and set up the shop. During the day, watch customers, watch people walking by, work the register and sell stuff. At night, pretty much the same as in the morning. And one small feature, the game only saves in the morning or at night, and when new phase starts, it literally shows on screen game saved. But back to why I dropped out of development for 2 months. I was graduating, so I was finishing my thesis, and on top of that, I did a 3-week internship at a bank. I was really stressed about all of it. One particular pain point, my thesis presentation, which I had to redo 3 times because apparently it didn't match the template. Meanwhile, some people presentations didn't look anything like the template and nothing happened to them. But all's well that ends well. I turned everything in and defended with top marks. Right after graduating, I got straight back to working on the game. In about a month, give or take, I finished the models, textures, animations and everything else. Then I started exploring into Unity, and that's when the first fun started. Turns out I had messed up with the bone weight, so the animations in Unity looked completely broken. Funny enough, my second game, Dungeon Creator, had the exact same problem, I just never noticed it there. I tried a bunch of solutions, exported model in different ways, first the FBX, then tried OBJ, locked it into STL and PLI, backed the animations and so on. I dug through all of YouTube and the internet and still couldn't find an answer. It wasn't until the third day of trying that I decided to manually check the weights on every single bone, long and tedious bone by bone until I found the culprit, the shoulder bone. It had weight in the armpit area and it looked totally fine in Blender but not in Unity. I lowered the weight on that bone and everything shaped into place. The fury from fixing that bug lasted me for another 2 days. There was also a problem with shadows on buildings. It had been there since the start of development, but back then I had no idea how to fix it, so I just put it off. I ended up fixing it almost last right at the very end. I dug through the entire internet, went through Unity website and forums, and learned a ton about lighting in Unity, but never actually fixed the bug. My best guess is it's something in the building models themselves, something broken I just couldn't track down, so I just decided to switch the shader, which I was planning to do anyway, and turn off shadows while I was at it, so it wouldn't be too heavy on phones, and that's how the bug disappeared. Though technically it's still there somewhere, I just hide it. Honestly, these 2 bugs alone ate up a huge amount of time, and if you throw university into the mix, it's a nightmare. According to the plan, the game was supposed to come out at the start of summer, but due to some force majeure, the game release it ended up delayed by a month. As for the future plans, I want to move somewhere in Europe and get a job at a game dev studio. Whenever I can, I'll keep editing my games and alongside that keep making videos. Overall, things are going pretty well right now, thanks to everyone who watched the video to the end, who downloads the game and leaves a review.